Welcome to our Yamdu tutorial with Laugh at Sunset Part 2 with Teddy Moore. Today I want to show you the new call sheet feature of Yamdu. So in this project, it's a feature film project, we simply go to call sheets on the navigation bar. And as you can see, there is no call sheet. So far, there are no drafts and there are no call sheets from the past, from former shooting days, since our scheduled shooting is just ahead of us. So let's go to call sheets and just create a new call sheet by clicking on plus. Then Yamdu will ask me if this is linked with a shooting schedule. So I can also undo this and just set an individual date, or if you do have scheduling online on Yamdu, an active shooting schedule, you can select one of the scheduled shooting days. So let's take shooting day number 1 on August 2nd. So we want to create a call sheet for this shooting day. I click next and Yamdu will also ask me if there's a special title. So maybe I do not want to state that it is Thursday, or you do want to have it in writing, whatever you like. You just put it in here, and maybe you can also say it's the first unit, Mexico unit, second unit, whatever you have already created in Yamdu. For this case, in this case, let's do the first unit. So then I click on next. And here Yamdu will ask me to select different types of call sheets. So maybe here, of course, we want to do a shooting day, but you can also select a special call sheet template just for scouting, for rehearsal, for sound post-production, like additional dialogue recording, like for travel, or just a blank call sheet to do something on your very own, right from scratch. Or it also says file upload. So it also is linked to the shooting schedule, but it's simply like a container to upload whatever PDF you like. If you do your call sheets outside of Yamdu with an offline tool, or just Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel, whatever you prefer, you just upload it and simply use Yamdu as some sort of mailing list as a distribution tool. Or you can also select from existing call sheets from your other projects to have a quick template open and get started. But in this case, we want to select shooting day and click on create. Okay, so it says here in the beginning if I want to set or mark this call sheet to final. And make it available to all recipients. No, not yet. Of course, I'm still in the making of that call sheet, so that's fine. I don't want to do that. Again, I could change the title, and I can add recipients. I already do have 3 recipients here. It's 3 of our actors, because obviously Yamdu already has loaded all the information that is already available from our shooting schedule. So that saves a lot of time and redundant work. We have a lot of information already in here, and if we have actors in here or agencies of the actors, Yamdu will propose that you already have those as recipients in the mailing list. Of course, you can add all your user groups, maybe all, that would be the simplest way, or special departments, or individual users of Yamdu, like from all the departments. You can also add individual email addresses, like let's say it's mail at yamdu.com. So just click on it and you have added individual mail addresses as recipients for your mailing list. Of course, you can store that special list and just then reuse it in your following call sheets of the following days, and you can always adjust by just clicking on the little sign here, on the little icon, to cancel or to delete certain users and addresses. So if you have done all this, always think to click on save so everything gets saved on the Yamdu server. So let's say we do a more elaborate mailing list later on. Let's go to the call sheet itself. So you have this kind of yeah, PDF, white page, Word document like appearance, which means what you see is what you get. That is actually what this call sheet will later on look like. Of course, you can customize a lot of things. So all this here is a preset, but like this is a text field of the production company's address, of whatever. Let's say we do not want to have those producers in there. Just, remove them, and maybe you want to add somebody else, like the first AD, just put him in here. That's no problem. Very easy. You can add new events, like when is lunchtime, when do we start, whatever. You can add the calls. You can customize the calls. So let's say for maybe, I don't know, let's say the camera department, we can click on edit, and we have to call for the camera department. Maybe it is, I don't know, 9:15, and maybe we say it's head of department or the DOP only. Or we could also say they have their own call. Whatever you do, it's directly added to this call events. Of course, you can also delete calls, like let's say props. We don't need props on the call here, but maybe we have on a special day SFX or special user groups you can select from Yamdu. So let's say not linked with user group. Let's call it special effects, and let's say they have their call, I don't know, maybe they only need to be there at 1 p.m. and just add, and SFX is added. So let's say you don't want to have the call elements on the right side. Maybe you prefer to have it on the left side. So you see, it's very easy just to change the design, whatever you like, and all of a sudden the calls are on the left-hand side. So you can do this basically with everything that is part of your call sheet. Let's say also the filming location here at Castle Trosbrook. We do not had added an address, if you remember from the location scouting and the scheduling tutorial before, but we do have an address for Castle Koira, and of course it's all added right in here. And if you want to add some information, just click on it, and let's say, for example, the parking is directly in front of the castle, or maybe the toilets are unfortunately not available. Please use restaurant next door, or whatever you want to like through those special information about the locations. You can also reshape or redesign the map, whatever you want to have as a zoom, a latitude, longitude. You can even change this in here if you think that's not correct what the location scout has added, so you can just do it in here. Just click on close, and you have this information right on top of the location information. Of course, if you want to have the location, maybe let's say they're not at the right spot, so we want to move it, after the scenes, it's just drag and drop, and then we've changed the order. Here we already do have all the scenes from our breakdowns, and of course from our shooting schedule, since this is shooting day 1 with all the basic information that we need. Of course, you can add additional scenes and notes if something changes very quickly, very spontaneously. So of course we know from the shooting schedule and the breakdowns what roles, and then of course we have done our casting, what actors are taking part of that shooting day. If we want to edit certain information, for example, for the role of James, just click on edit. Of course, we can change the pickup time, the arrival time, makeup, costume rehearsal. Let's say there is no rehearsal, so we can also hide this very easily. So you can change this very, very easily. Let's say the pickup maybe is early because it's a long distance drive for whatever reason. So you can just adjust all this, and then of course click on close, and it's adjusted to the call sheet. You can add a lot of more things. Wait until this little icon, the plus, appears and click on it. And that's a way to add new elements. Let's say you want to have the crew list as well being part of your call sheet. Just click on it and you see you have the entire crew list. So that's all crew members we have within this Yamdo project. So let's say, for example, the casting director, we don't need Melina to be shown here, so just click on here and she is removed, or just click again and she will appear. And you can do this for each and every crew member. Of course, it can be reused for your next shooting day, so don't worry, you don't have to do it over and over again. But if you want to include the basic information of your crew members, it's a very simple way to do so. So in the beginning, I told you it's basically what you see is what you get. That means now you can also integrate page breaks. So let's click on here again. And let's say we want to have a page break. So let's just click on it. And now our page is divided. And of course, if you want to delete this page break, just click on that and the page break is gone and you can rearrange things again. Of course, you can also add attachments like detailed navigation description. You can add all kinds of security information or whatever you want to add. That's no problem. Just click on plus and add the file you like. So that's very easy, and it will be an attachment to your call sheet, to the email that gets sent to your crew, and just as the call sheet itself will also be a PDF attachment to your email. So of course we can click on save and our draft is saved. So maybe I still do not want to make it final and available. Maybe there's some discussion first. So if I click on call sheets, so I always can come back to my drafts. As you can see, here is our current draft of this call sheet for the first shooting day. I can always download it and have a look at what it will look like. So let's click on download on the PDF icon. And it will open my current draft of the call sheet, and I can have a look at it if it's okay, if the page breaks are okay. I can have a discussion with my team on the set regarding all the call times and details. And you remember that I have added a PDF and uploaded the PDF as attachment. So here it is directly integrated regarding the navigation in the entire PDF of my call sheet. So let's say that's all fine and I want to send the call sheet to my team. I just click on mark as final. Do you want to mark this call sheet as final and make it available for all recipients? Yes, so this is final. And now the next question is, do you want to send the call sheet via email to all recipients? Yes, why not? So we just click on it and every user of Yamdo and every address, every recipient in our mailing header, also the actors, the agency, whoever you added before will get this call sheet. So having sent the call sheet, Yamdo will also tell you if there have been any problems regarding the recipients, and we can click on more to have the sending reported. So you can see here that we have not added an email address to our actors, so that's why there obviously is a conflict, and Yamdo shows us that we have maybe to send those call sheets again to our actors and maybe also to our agencies. And here it shows it has been sent, and once they have had a look at it, it will turn to green. Yes, they have seen the current version of the call sheet. So let's say we want to create a call sheet that is not linked with an existing shooting schedule. Maybe if we talk about non-scripted content or like commercials or whatever, then you want to pick, I think, let's say it's August 10th. Just click on it, select it, and let's say next. Then maybe you have a unit, maybe you don't have a unit. It's your decision if you want to link it to a unit. Let's say no, not in this case. We don't have units. And then again, you have different templates, just as we've seen it before in the scripted content and shooting schedule version. And let's say here again, we say it's a shooting day and click on create. So as you can see, of course, we can edit our title and mailing list settings, and here we have already some presets in our new call sheet. But of course, we have no data pre-filled in here because we do not have any existing shooting schedule breakdowns and scenes, so there is no data yet. But we can add everything right from within the call sheet tool, so you don't have to, jump around within Yamdu. You can just click on the ad. You can click on create new filming location. So let's say, okay, this is test. This is test street. All the information you need. Of course, you can also click on map to show the map. I won't do this here because that's not really an existing address. You can add all the information about parking, about navigation, about toilets, about everything we've seen before, just with the difference that you actually create a filming location right from within the call sheet, and you do not have to go to the filming location tool first and then set up locations, set up sets, and then add them. You can just go right straightforward and add all the information you need in here. It's also the same with scenes, or maybe if you do not like scenes but prefer shots, you just click on here. Let's say you want to add shots, so just click on here. So shot. We don't have shots in here, so no problem. Let's create a new shot. You can connect it to a scene, of course. You can say it's the shot ID number 1. The subject, I don't know, maybe it's a pack of cigarettes or a car or whatever you are shooting right now. You can add some description, you can add a color code, you can again say it is linked to a certain set. So let's say we'll link it to this set, or maybe you don't have a set yet, so you just leave it blank and add it later on. Maybe you do have a scheduled time of how long you will be shooting that shot. You can hide and start end time. You can undo this, and you have the start time and end time for your shooting, of course starting with the current call of the day, camera size, type, movement, equipment. So you can add everything that you would also add in the breakdowns and shot list section just from within your call sheet tool. You can even add characters, add new characters, add existing characters. So let's say that's Mr. Test. You can just add Mr. Test to your casting tool. You can also add background actors. Just hit close, and you can see not only the shot has been added, but of course also the characters which are relevant to this shot. So again, you can do your entire design, add free text fields, for example. Let's say there is hello everybody, and whatever information you want to share with your crew can be added directly. So that's a very, very convenient and quick way to create a call sheet from scratch, especially for non-scripted content when you do not use the scheduling tools or you do not have an imported script for your breakdowns. Of course, don't forget to click on save, and also this call sheet draft will be saved. And then regarding the way of making this call sheet, mark it as final and make it available to everybody. You can just do the same as we've just seen before in scripted content. So now we have, of course, a final call sheet just from our last tutorial. And here in drafts, we have this new call sheet that we've just been working on. So maybe you just give it a try, have fun with the tool. Goodbye.